I talk a lot about brand as your biggest competitive advantage. And what that means is you can't rely on product features to really differentiate. I think that gets a little bit lost in the noise. And so for your customer, they should know you, like you, trust you, and then they choose you. And in order to do that, you need to have a brand that's differentiated, that's consistent, and scalable. And part of identifying and defining your brand beyond logo, beyond color palette, that's really brand identity. But the brand strategy is all about knowing who you are, knowing who you serve, and what problem of your customers do you solve. Those are really, really important. It's really about how do you define your voice? What is the voice of your brand? How do you speak to your customers in a consistent, reliable way? Now, the goal is how do you document that so anybody who picks up the pen, whether it's a new hire, a freelancer, maybe someone overseas, English as second language, all those are really real now, or even Claude and GPT. How do you get anyone to execute your brand voice with some consistency? And that's defining your brand voice. And I feel like one of the best companies I've seen recently is the sunglass brand Goodr. They do such a wonderful job of being lighthearted, almost a little self-deprecating, which I think is relatable or at least disarming for people. They do not take themselves too seriously. Now, if you don't know what Goodr is, they're about $25 sunglasses. They're virtually indestructible. They come in all kinds of colors and shades and lenses and even a few different models. So it really is a very approachable eyewear brand that's not taking themselves too seriously. We're not talking about $250, $300. We're talking about 25 bucks. I think you can find them at Target or any outdoor REI kind of store. But again, the point here and the lesson is to be able to have a brand voice that is repeatable and fun, and it kind of brings people in. So let me share with you one example. So this is the email that you get when you sign up for Goodr. So welcome to Goodr Sunglasses, pretty straightforward. The first thing you see, squawk, which means welcome to Goodr and Flamingo, supposedly. So now I don't know why, but I love it. Their mascot is a pink flamingo. And so they lean into that and it's become consistent. So their tone of voice is great. They love their exclamation points, which are just so exciting. Even in here, ask also, Carl Flamingo may contact you at 2 a.m. asking, you up? Like, it's just so silly. But they sneak in their product benefits and their differentiators. There's no slip, there's no bounce, they're all polarized. So I've experienced this going out golfing or going to the pool. All these fancy sunglasses slip off my face and they get lost or stepped on. With these guys, they slip off your face. You might be able to afford to replace them pretty quickly, but they're 25 bucks and they fold up just like the rest of them. And so they put it in here, but they don't lead with that. They've got some interactive experiences if you want to find your frames. So it's just really, really disarming. And they're just so much fun. They're bright, they're colorful, and best of all, they're consistent. So that's an email. But what happens when we go to their website? They've kind of got this positioning statement or this belief statement right there, active eyewear for anyone. So anyone's welcome in this community, which is so amazing. And they do a great job. They've got a fan zone. So they're partnering with all these different organizations, which is amazing. And they're bringing more and more people into their pipeline. And they're just their product names. We are Braves country, win one for the Cowboy. You got to believe. It's just so much fun. And there's Carl, the flamingo. So I just think they do a really, really great job of being consistent, having fun, and truly, as a brand, your voice can be a differentiator. How you position yourself, yes, but how you talk about yourself, how you connect and communicate with your customers, doing that consistently, that's a differentiator. When your product's about 25 bucks, I think you earn the right to have some fun. You don't need to be too highbrow. You're not super premium, but they've done a wonderful job differentiating themselves, sticking out from the competitors, and just owning this lane of very, very fun, very optimistic, a little self-deprecating. And I'm just really thrilled with how well they pulled that